Uh, Hi. Ooh, sorry. Again, late again. I'm really sorry this time. This time, uh, I don't really have an excuse. I wasn't like reading a fanfic or anything. I just missed the time. Sorry. Hey, Saga. Um, I'll wait a little bit before I go into my whole spiel of what we're doing today. It's in the title, which should be down here actually, since it's on YouTube or Twitch. Actually, in both it would be like down here, right? Probably. It's fine. Hey, Tom. Almost forgot the stream was happening. Apparently I almost forgot. I'm like 10 minutes late. My goodness. 13. Oh gosh, it's ugh. How you guys doing? I hate this like small talk that I come into stream with, cause like I don't know what do I expect you guys to say? I'm fine. I'm all right. Yeah, same. But I don't really. I'm very bad at small talk. Is the problem? Although I feel like most people are pretty bad at small talk. I don't think I've heard of a single person who likes small talk in any way. But I don't know I don't know how else to like, introduce the stream or anything. Oh my gosh, I forgot to do something. Post all the like announcement stuff that stream is up. What if I came in with heavy talk? What's the meaning of, you know what? That's that's not a bad idea, Tom. just dropped like the heaviest questions of like, why are we even here? What is the point of existence? I mean, it's honestly, it's kind of better than small talk for me. Okay, there we go. Everything's done on the side. Hey, Ron Hartsme. Welcome to the stream. Gonna be reacting to some stuff. It doesn't seem like a ton of stuff also, so we might do some just non-StarKid reacts as well, like later on in the stream. I think that could be pretty fun. Alright. One of these days, Tom, I'm actually going to come on stream and be like, guys, what's even the purpose? What do you think life's really about? Personally, I think it's about finding your own purpose in life. Which is a dumb thing to say. It's such a cop-out. Yeah, obviously it's about finding your purpose. Alright. Okay. I've yapped on for a couple of minutes. We're at like 5 people. I think we can move on. Okay, there we go. Jeez, sorry about being late. I was doing some writing, and I just lost track of time. Well, I say doing writing, but I wasn't actually writing anything. I was staring at a screen, being like, man, what should I write? Well, now I'm expecting every stream to you know what? Actually, that's kind of fun. Just, like, find, like, a philosophy and be like, guys, so I learned about this philosophy. What do you think about it? Unironically, that side's kind of fun. But, enough about the future. Or what the future might be. Cinderella's castle. Alright? What is that? Right? It's apparently something by Team StarKid, which is cool. Always love more Team StarKid stuff, as always. They have a decent number of videos about it up from the Kickstarter announcement on April, like 3 weeks ago, all the way up to song demos, which they uploaded one yesterday, which is exciting. And we're probably just gonna go through all of these, and then after that, I don't know, maybe we can talk about what we think the musical will be, and after that, maybe I'll try to do some audience reactions again. Hopefully it doesn't cause the stream to get taken down. Alright. Just gonna pause that. And let's see the original. It's like 48 seconds long. By the way, I have avoided literally everything about this so far. Every single like announcement thing, I have not even I've blinded myself to it. Not even looked at it. I didn't even realize it was called Cinderella's Castle until today, because I just like blanked it in my brain. So sounds very fairy tale, which is exciting. But let's just get into this. Cinderella's Castle. Kickstarter April 6th. Oh, sorry. Quality's still down. Oh my gosh. You guys can't see it over here, but you can actually watch this video in 2160p 4K. Woo. You're gonna have to go to their original channel to see that, because over here we watch videos in 480p. L. Very ancient books. Okay. Hello, peasant, you seem like, or maid. Oh, wait. Whoa. Hi, Joseph, but whoa. It's Team StarKid showing off how incredible their puppets are again. Like, even when before it moved, it was so cool looking, and then it like turned to over. Oh my gosh, wait. Oh. Wait. I skipped. That's cool, but also the Toad Knight reminds me of Chrono Trigger. Over here we exclude videos through a toaster. It's all we can manage. Oh man, this seems like more of a statue, but do you think it'll also be a puppet? I kind of hope so. Oh, mouse. She's the second person with like the makeup around her eyes that give them a very like fae look. Which, if this is a fairy tale, maybe there will be like fairies, fae. Knowing Team StarKid, they either go very goofy or the very traditional fae are things that you should absolutely fear direction. I don't know. Whoa. This is a troll, isn't it? It's like made out of stone. I need to know.
Let's go.
Let's go. That was a great. Oh my gosh. A single, not even minute video in, and I'm already so hyped. Oh man. The mouse is gonna be so awesome, and hopefully one of the cutest StarKid characters. Really looking forward to the frog too. Yeah, the frog with like the angry face, I feel like he's gonna be quite the character, and the mouse is adorable. Okay, so this next video is a little longer. I feel like we might actually learn a little bit about this musical now. Okay.
That took you to the tiny town of Hatchetfield
Yes.
invites you on a journey to the lands that are for the latest StarKid musical adventure, Cinderella's Castle. Let's go.
Is this gonna be kind of like Shrek, where this is a world where like the fairy tales are all true? Because that's kind of what I'm feeling so far.
We knew we wanted to do fairy tales.
Well, wait, now give me a second.
Let's go.
I'm sorry, Nick, but Just
We knew
for an age and an age, the house Ashmore stood proud and strong, and yet there is no family tree that does not wither, that does not burn. When the flames of ruination swept through the Ashmore clan, they were consumed like so much kindling. The Lady Ashmore was burned at the stake for the crime of witchcraft. Her lord husband died of consumption. They say, not a fortnight after, he'd taken a second wife. Interesting. I love the song they keep using at the videos, but be prepared to go and they use it every time. Oh boy, it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Interesting setup the story. Consumption. What is consumption again? Is that what disease is that? I'm trying to remember. In the same way that dysentery is literally just diarrhea until you die, consumption is like eating stuff. No, the disease. Like in like older times, they would call like a disease consumption. I forget what it is that they're referring to. I think it's like tuberculosis. Thank you so much. The one where you like cough up blood. That's what consumption is. Interesting.
We knew we wanted to do fairy tales. We knew we wanted it to be darker than you'd expect, funnier than you'd expect, filled with music and puppetry. So for the past 5 years, we've been quietly experimenting with the kind of stagecraft needed to bring this fantasy world to life.
That's cool. That's really cool. Okay, so already I'm getting a decent idea of what this is going to be like. So more closer to the original fairy tales, which, like many Brother Grimm fairy tales, and honestly a lot of kind of fairy tales, they're much darker than like Disney's interpretation of them, to say the least. I'm guessing they're going to be leaning more towards the original, while also keeping that StarKid like comedy within it. Okay, which is good because a lot of those... Actually, that shouldn't be too difficult. Well, I say that, but for them, since they're so skilled, but also because a lot of those fairy tales are really grim. Some are grim in like an almost comedic fashion, in like how messed up they are. The makeup is so cool. Whoa. Whoa. I like seeing the skeleton under the puppet. That's like really cool to know how it like moves inside. Oh my gosh, the puppets are actually so lifelike. Like seeing them move is... They like weirdly look very alive.
This version of Cinderella feels like a brand new, fresh, exciting take on the tale that you know.
We wanted to stay true to the bones of the original story while adding more mystery, more magic, more monsters.
I'd say the biggest difference is it's more of a revenge story.
It's a StarKid.
Okay. Already, that's a lot. that gives a lot. So a Cinderella story that's more like a revenge story, but with more magic and monsters. So, okay. Sorry. Let me like remind myself really fast. Cinderella, that's the one where with the glass slipper, right? Just to confirm before I start yapping about something and just be completely wrong. I'm fairly certain, but I'm. Okay. So, I guess revenge against her family who treated her poorly, like so badly. Okay. Off the top of my head. And they have the fairies. So, right, the fairy godmothers. In here, I wonder if they'll be treated more like proper English fae.
Show, so it's got a bit of an edge to it without saying much.
I'd
Of
say
course.
There's like
more murder
Nice.
and more blood.
It's kind of going back to the Grimm stories, right, where everything's a little bit darker, a little bit more sinister,
Exactly as expected. More like the Brothers Grimm's original tales.
but still fun.
We punish poor Ella pretty severely.
Oh.
She's a prisoner in her own home,
Oh, okay, so here she's playing
social pariah covered in filth.
Cinderella.
Poor girl is going through a lot.
Everyone in town thinks that she's crazy because of what she's desperately trying to tell them about her stepmother.
What's different?
Oh, that's so sad. Man, that is really sad. So her situation, I mean, even in the original, her situation was pretty bad, but it was never elaborated on too much. Her family made her, after her father died, her family essentially made her a maid. And here, they are going to elaborate on that past, which is probably going to make it really sad. The first, 20 minutes of the musical is probably going to be very sad.
Is the stepmother and her two daughters are trolls.
Cinderella's stepmother and
Okay, that's kind of a major difference.
stepsisters are always described as wicked or ugly. So we decided to take that and run with it and make them the most wicked and the ugliest. For the trolls, we wanted to create 3 over-the-top.
That's an interesting direction to take it. To make them literally inhumanly bad. Cool. Hi, Valerie, by the way. I didn't say hi.
Comedic villains for
And I was right, these are trolls.
heroine to do battle with. These are some of our puppet creatures, along with Ella's companions, a frog knight named Sir Hopalot and his loyal mouse
I love Sir Hop-a-Lot, the name, and Crumb.
squire Crumb.
I think
Oh.
what makes this version stand out is the incorporation of so many other fantasy elements into the story of Cinderella. You have trolls, you have talking animals.
There's a cute little mouse. There's
That's
mice
beautiful.
in the other Cinderellas too, but this one also has a mouse.
Jeff's song.
Completely different, but they do both have mice in it. Man, I really like fantasy, so honestly, adding more magic into the setting just kind of makes me happy. I'm like, yes, more magic, more fantasy, more monsters, and more blood. Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull throne.
Songs kind of create this different type of space that I wasn't expecting.
We got a dark pop vibe to this show.
There's
Turn
some
up the volume a bit.
techno pop rock.
Thank you for giving it a name, because I literally am incapable of thinking what genre is this music. I'm gonna call it techno pop rock from now on.
Am I right?
Jeff described it as what was it, magical 80s pop?
It's a vibe.
With your help,
A vibe is probably the best way to describe it. That's just whenever I can't think of how to describe a music genre, I'm just gonna say it's a vibe now.
Cinderella's Castle will premiere live at the El Portal Theater in Los Angeles, California in July of 2024.
That's so cool. Exact dates subject to change.
Then hit YouTube a short time later. Your contribution
That's a cool
will
little
not only
animation.
pay for the show, but you'll also unlock a trove of trinkets.
The Kickstarter is still going on, right? If you can, please support it.
That shimmer and shine.
Oh my gosh!
What's
If I
interesting about a
had money, I would buy so much of that stuff.
StarKid show is that StarKid always has this quality which feels tactile. It's homemade in the best kind of way. You can see the craft on display, and I think with the puppets of it all, I just think people are going to be really surprised and delighted by
Genuinely, just looking at the puppets actually took me away for a moment.
this take on a story.
They're so articulate. Articulate? Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. I'm actually not a big fan of fantasy fan, but I'm here for anything StarKid. They managed to make me smile like some fantasy things so far. Meaning everything fantasy they did. They hit the Kickstarter goal in 2 days. Let's go. You know what? That's not surprising. They really deserve it. But let's go. But it's still going on. They got their gold bucket. Gold bucket. Is that their goal?
Through this particular lens.
StarKid has a great way of making stories that we all know and love. Adult, dark, fun, hilarious,
And
True.
I think
All
when
real.
people learn about it, all the things that are going to happen in this, you're going to just want to know more about this universe that you've built and that we hope to all build.
All the I tried to move the dialogue over, but it just keeps spawning over there. But man, I already want to know everything about the universe.
The music, the monsters,
Oh.
the magic. Cinderella's castle.
The hill as the story goes. She's over us. Across the mountain. I need to know. I need to know. Oh man. They almost had their goal in about half. Oh my gosh. And now we're having a bunch of cast reveals. I'm excited to see who's playing who. We already know essentially that she's playing Cinderella, right? But ooh, bro, who made this 3D animation? As the story goes.
Let's go.
My name is Bryce Charles, and I'll be playing Ella.
Hi.
Ella, as far as characters go, I think is pretty classic, but there's a fun twist to her. There's a fun new energy brought to her through this
Let's
version.
hear it.
I feel like in other iterations of Cinderella, it's just sort of like, oh, you know, my step family is, you know, evil, they're mean to me. And this just takes it to a whole new level. I mean, Ella is truly like trapped with monsters. And
I get what they're saying. In a lot of the common depictions, Cinderella's like, if only my family didn't suck. I'm guessing here their family's gonna do a little more than suck.
she's also under threat, direct threat of being like maybe eaten. Her friends and
Oh,
family
my.
have been murdered by these creatures. So Ella is isolated in a way that I don't know that any other Cinderella.
Oh wait, they were murdered. Okay, so in this situation, it's not that. Okay. So it's not even that like her father married this woman who turns out to be evil. It's the guy eaten. Oh gosh, poor Cinderella.
Has really been isolated. Poor girl is going through a lot, and she's doing her best to keep it all together. And then when she can't, and she has to charge forward and change her circumstances, it gets a little dark. I'm even gonna say a little.
It gets dark. Like when she is she gonna become a troll slayer? Cause that's kind of cool.
Let's go.
Oh man. All right. So we got our main protagonist. The stepmother. Okay, so Bryce is the protagonist. Angela is the stepmother. Gosh, they really are repeating the song every time, huh?
My name is Angela Giratana, and I am playing the stepmother.
She's gonna do this role so well. I can feel it.
This is like the stepmother from the fairy tale, but very, very disgusting and very brutal and a troll. What an iconic woman.
Disgusting in what way? That's the stepmother? Oh gosh.
This is me on a Saturday morning, am I right? Okay.
Me without my coffee, am I right?
This is her. This is her in all of her glory. Look at these teeth.
She's gorgeous.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is gonna be a full puppet that I get to like
That's gonna be a full puppet?
maneuver.
How tall is that gonna be? I mean, it has to be tall if it's supposed to be an imposing monster. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so cool. Jeez.
Be inside of and be the voice of.
You're gonna okay, so it's like a costume puppet. Okay.
When I saw and when I heard that we were doing this and these three incredible like female parts that I've seen in so many adaptations of this, we're going to take the body of a troll. That made me so excited.
It's
I'm really
hype as
excited
heck.
to be a lady troll. She's the lady of the house, but disgusting. I've said disgusting 7 times.
I'm like, what do you mean by disgusting? In the way she acts or the way she looks? Because we know she's ugly, but the troll, not Angela, to be clear. As the story goes, let's go. Oh man. Okay. The prince. Oh, I was about to say he's gonna play this role so well. They're all gonna play their role so well. I feel like they're essentially they probably have worked really hard to choose people to be perfect for their roles. So they're all gonna do it well. James, the prince.
I'm James Tolbert, and I play the prince.
Let's go.
I think something about this specific prince is that we're hearkening into the real root of some of the problems with these princes in these stories.
And what is that?
Beauty is only skin deep with some of these guys. And this prince in particular, he's looking for a maiden who is just the fairest of them all, so beautiful, but that's about it. And he does not have much depth to himself. So we're watching someone who is here for the physical and the fun.
Okay. I mean, not the most unique take, but with everything else being so unique, it's fine. It's whatever. I feel like this is a fairly classic direction that a lot of stories go when it comes to these retellings. It's like, oh yeah, well the princes are like whatever. They just see stuff skin deep, which is like, I guess. I feel like that's like a very generic take though at this point in a lot of these kind of stuff. Not really a negative. I'm sure it'll be fine.
And not so much the romance that you should be looking for in a Prince Charming. And I think we're gonna have a lot of fun seeing I would say the antics and debauchery that goes on with all these characters.
The antics and debauchery. What do you mean by that? Interesting. Okay. Not a lot to say about the prince, I guess. I mean, he said it's gonna be skin deep, so I guess they're being on. Well, maybe it's a trick. Maybe the prince is gonna turn out to not be skin deep, but I could see it really going either way. And I mean, it seems like there's a pretty full cast, so it's not like you can give every character a ton of character development. Some people just need to be what they are for the story. Kurt as Thaddeus. On the hill as the story goes.
Let's go. Hey there, I'm Kurt Mega, and I play the role of Thaddeus.
His last name is Mega? That's so cool. What?
Thaddeus is the prince's long-suffering right-hand man. He's there to attend to his every perverted whim. Thaddeus...
His every perverted... What is this prince?
endures it. He does his job well, but inside, he's slowly dying. Internally, I think he really wishes and hopes for a better direction, and I think in the prince, he sees a very bleak future should he become the king.
Oh boy,
and you wouldn't know it, but
it's not sounding good for the prince. My goodness.
If you look a little closer, he might be trying to move some levers. I think he sees if the kingdom continues in this direction, bad things will happen, and he needs to do something about it.
Okay, so Thaddeus is the right-hand man who's more competent than the one he's leading. Classic dynamic, mostly for villains. It doesn't seem like there's villains, but it doesn't seem like they're good guys either, so maybe it's not that surprising for them. Thaddeus is probably going to be a helpful aid for Cinderella, since the prince sounds kind of useless. I'm guessing. Man, this kind of build actually. Let's go. I'd show off my muscles, but they're not too big yet. I'm working on it. All right. Then we have Kim as the Fairy Queen of Sweet Dreams. Fairy Queen, I think. Did I say that? Yeah. Kinda useless is giving the prince way too much credit. Yeah, I get the feeling. Fairy Queen of Sweet Dreams. Okay, that's very Fae.
I am Kim Whalen, and I'm playing the Fairy Queen of Sweet Dreams. Well, the Fairy Queen is actually a god.
Okay. So very classic Fae, then. Fae queens being essentially gods. I can see that.
She's a little intimidating. She's not your typical fairy godmother. A little.
Actually, making her a god makes a lot of sense. Godmother. Just extrapolate from there.
More fearsome and wondrous to behold. Ethereal, powerful, and a little scary, I think.
Awesome in the classical sense that they inspire awe. Terrifying in the classical sense that they are terrible, as in Fae. StarKid and their gods and their mothers. yeah.
I'd say the biggest difference is it's more of a revenge story. The Fairy Queen of Sweet Dreams grants Cinderella the ability to have this revenge, and it's pretty dark. It has some dark elements. I wouldn't say it's overall dark. It's got.
Okay, so what makes this dark? I'm trying to think of, because so far, what I've put together in my head is kind of a fairly classic story of person gets the power to overcome evil. You know, the trolls. Potentially the prince, if he's like, you know, a perverted failure who's going to lead the kingdom to ruin. What makes it dark? Is it just going to be brutal in how she takes her revenge? I'm like trying to piece together in my mind what makes it dark. So much so that they've mentioned it multiple times.
Some dark elements. It's got a lot in there. I think people are really gonna love it.
Probably, yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. Then we have Lauren as Rensilda? Rensilda, yeah, that's what it says.
I am Lauren Lopez. I'm playing Rensilda. She's one of the troll stepsisters.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
Rensilda is a special girl. She has a lot of hopes and dreams, and she's very ambitious.
And she's a troll.
And she's going to follow those dreams no matter what. She's not going to let anything stop her. Her dream being to live in a hole.
You know what? I respect that. What more do you want besides to live in a comfy hole? Just a damp, dark, comfy hole that you can just lie down in. I think I might be describing a grave, actually. Never mind. Or a fault from a certain Junji Ito manga.
You know, she loves like dirt. She loves riddles. She wants to please her mother, you know. But at the end of the day, she wants to be under a bridge.
I respect that.
In this version of Cinderella, there's a lot of skinning. So the stepmother skins people.
Okay, one of the dark elements. Skinning. And also eating people. But we already knew that.
And wears their skins. And she and her daughters kind of parade around as humans.
Wait, they wear the skin of people? I feel like that how would anyone fall for that? They would be, they're so big. It's magic. The answer is probably magic.
And I think that's really special because it's something they can do together to bond. And
like
it's
a real
something,
family.
You know, it's always fun to kind of like wear someone else's skin for a little bit. That's why I love acting. I'm incredibly excited to be playing.
We're learning a lot of things about Lauren, such as the fact that she probably hasn't skinned anyone yet, as far as we know. But someone should check, just in case. just in case. This is the world from world Melissa's from the Hatchetfield universe lives in with all the skin wearing. She got she got isekai'd and she brought her horrible skinning with her.
Playing a troll, I feel like my whole career has led to this. I feel like a troll in my real life. That's kind of who I most connect with, is like a little troll kind of being. And so when I saw that there
Most people relate to goblins rather than trolls, but to each their own. Being a little goblin person, but
we're gonna be trolls in this show, I was like, well, this makes sense.
As the story goes.
Let's go.
Alright. So next we got Mariah as Putris. I'm guessing that's the other troll sibling. I just realized. Give me a moment. What's going on with this side of the door? What is it? What even is that? Egg. Egg.
There's a castle on the hill as the story goes. Let's go.
I'm Mariah's Faith Casillas, and I play Putris in the show.
Is she Hispanic? She seems Hispanic.
I've always loved the stepsisters and the stepmother. So right away I was like, and they're trolls. I think Lauren said that too. I was like, done. Like, that's what I'm push for.
They really were excited about being trolls. I kind of get it though. I don't know, being a big monster, that kind of does sound a little fun. Hey Traylon, welcome back. Actors only act because their moral standards keep them from actually skinning people. Is that what it takes to be like a great actor? Holding back your desire to skin people? It shows why I never got into theater. From Kay. Just in case people are unaware, StarKid's Kickstarter for this ends in 9 days, and you could donate to the Kickstarter, see the behind the scenes, etc., and other pledges you won't be able to access after May 5th. Thank you for that. So, as I said, the Kickstarter's still open. You guys can support it. If not to, like, for them, just give yourself some rewards. Yes, she and Lauren are both Hispanic. Good to know. You could tell by the name. And also the way she said, Casillas. I already forgot what her Casillas.
The difference between, like, her and Ransilda, which helps me talk about her, is like Ransilda's like pure troll, where Putris is like, she has so many troll instincts that she masks as like just girly pop instincts. So she's
Girly
gonna
pop.
blend in more because she's just like, I just love the boys, I just want to eat them up, but she will.
Ah, that's what she said. Okay, good to know.
She will eat them up. She wants to be the troll that her mother wants her to be. She sees her mom as like the perfect troll. Like, she's hot, commands attention. Like, she's like, I need to do that. Putris actually is like a little insecure. She just wants it for her mom's attention though. It's not because I don't.
Poor man-eating monster. I feel bad for her, unironically. I feel bad for way too many terrible people, honestly.
know if it's all because she actually wants these things or if it means her mom will love her.
Ooh, that's sad. I mean, but at some point, if you grow up like that, the desires kind of mix. Is like, is this what I want, or is this what she wants, or is it what she wanted and now it's what I want? Where does the line end? Who knows?
She is here for a long time and a great time and a big time, and she does it for mommy.
An expression after saying that.
Let's go.
Oh man. Okay, now we have John Madison as Sir Hopsalot. Exciting. They're gonna have him in here. Turn the key, open the door, let's get moving. As the story goes.
Let's go.
My name is John Madison, and I'm playing Sir Hopalot.
He's the toad.
Sir Hopalot is first and foremost a knight, second most a frog.
It really is the frog from Chrono Trigger. John Madison's second role as a little green dude in StarKid. It's a fitting role, you know?
He believes in all of the ideals of chivalry, truth and loyalty, and defending the weak, and protecting the innocent, and above all, protecting the life of Ella. Well, this is the fate.
Okay. So, true chivalry, which was dead even by the times where actual knights were supposed to be using it. There's always a hopeful knight.
That Sir Hopalot would give when he's facing evil.
Oh.
When Ella is being threatened or attacked, this face is the last face that you are going to see. Whether you are...
Is he gonna be human-sized? Because if he's even like giant by Toad standards, it'd be kind of funny.
one person or an army of people, this is Sir Hopalot's mean face, but he is a noble, I would say, composed figure normally, but when the anger is unleashed,
yes.
It cannot be contained. I also think he's very cute. I want to give him
I think he's adorable. No, if you give him a kiss, he'll turn into a prince.
a kiss, because he's also, he deserves. I don't want to turn him into a prince.
What?
It feels like he's grimacing a little while.
John's goofy.
Let's go.
Genuinely terrifying if he's human-sized. I mean, a lot of creatures in general become considerably more scary once they're human-sized. Like your cat, if any of you guys have a cat, very adorable, cute creature. Imagine if they were the size of a human. So suddenly, they're a lot less playful because they are like pure muscle. And a lot of animals are just like pure muscles, so if you like scale them up, they become exponentially stronger. Very intimidating. Joey is Crumb. That's incredible. Yes, it's gonna be a big puppet. Oh boy. All the way. Hi, everybody who's joined. But I haven't said hi to specifically.
Let's go. My name is Joey Richter, and I am playing Crumb.
Yay, Crumb.
Crumb is a mouse-turned squire, and he has been tasked to be Sir Hopalot's squire in aid of Ella and her journey.
Okay.
The relationship...
I'm guessing, by the way, that Sir Hopsalot and Crumb get, like, brought to sentience, or, like, sapience, I mean, by the Queen of Sweet Dreams. The Fairy Queen of Sweet Dreams. I gotta use her title properly. Don't want to insult her and incur an eternity of debt. Classic face stuff. Although maybe not, because they did say that this world's a lot more magical, so they might just have already been sapient animals in the world, like animal people. I wonder. I'm curious.
Between Sir Hopalot and Crumb is that of a master and an apprentice,
of course,
a student and a teacher. Crumb is
as
very
normally
eager
is
to learn from Sir Hopalot because he is an experienced knightly frog. And he wants to achieve that level of greatness that Sir Hopalot is at. So he is always wanting to learn. He is always wanting to be his best, but he's always, beating himself up a little bit because he doesn't have the confidence built up within him because look at this guy.
He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. By the way, in the TCV story, it looks like he cuts his hair again. I'm not surprised by anything anymore when it comes to Joey's hair.
Tiny little mouse. And he should be the most confident because he's a beautiful boy. I love that he's got 2 little black teeth.
It's so funny that both John and Joey kiss their little guys.
I love that he's got big old ears. He is truly the softest little creature you've ever seen. But yeah, he has a lot to learn from Sir Hopalot, and I think there's almost a kind of older brother, little brother teaching him stuff. And even though he's stern with him, I think it's the kind of tough love that Crumb needs to do his best.
Okay, so we're already getting a lot of interesting dynamics and lores. Sir Hopsalot, gotta remember the Sir, he is a knight, and Crumb get assigned to Ella, probably by the Queen of Sweet Dreams, to go on their journey. Is it a journey of revenge, or is it a journey for, like, something specific? I'm, like, trying to think of. and then it's just also revenge as part of the plot. I wonder. On the hill as the story goes.
Let's go.
All right. Now we got the final one here. Can't wait to see the full versions. I'm excited because like the small versions already look good, and the full versions are going to be like, I imagine, articulate in like their ability to move and make expressions, which I think is going to be so cool. I hope that Crumb ends up saving Sir Hops-a-Lot from something just for his confidence. I feel like that's guaranteed to happen. Either that or a much more sad thing where we get the classic, the mentor dies and the student has to rise up to the occasion. Either of those. I hope Sir Hops-a-Lot doesn't die. He's a very knightly knight, but I don't know. And now we have Jeff Blim as the narrator. That sounds great. I love that.
There's a castle on the hill as the story goes. Let's go.
My name's Jeff Blim. I'm writing the music and lyrics and playing the narrator.
Wow, okay.
The narrator narrates the show.
Crazy. I didn't know that.
So he knows what's going to happen and how it ends. He's got a mischievous vibe, you know, in like the terms of like chaotic neutral.
Are we getting like a sort of Stanley Parable narrator kind of thing? Sounds great and scary. The Jeff Blim combo.
Chaotic evil. I think he's chaotic neutral.
Okay.
He's neither root for the good guys or the bad guys.
He just wants a fun story. Wants to see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
All right.
And he interacts with the audience. I like talking to audiences. I like talking to the audience, and I like engaging with the audience and playing with them, toying with them.
Toying with them, my goodness. Okay, that's good to know. So, I mean, if he's the writer and he likes talking to the audience, I guess he might as well integrate it into the story. Stanley Parable mentioned in my Reddit stream. Listen, I haven't talked about it, but I was obsessed with the Stanley Parable for like a full month, like a couple years, like 3 years back. Especially, and then my exception came back when like the Stanley Parable Deluxe came out. I just love the dynamic of player and narrator being two entities that interact with each other. Well, player, narrator, Stanley, technically. But I love that dynamic so much. So having the narrator in this be kind of like a character, I also really like. I just like the narrator being a separate being who yaps on. I've been obsessed with the Stanley Parable for too long now. This is like two worlds colliding. I actually think that what might happen is I refuse to believe that Trapped Under Starlight, or whatever the song name, is not sung by Crumb and Sir Hops-a-Lot if it seems like he might die. Okay.
Yes, the music's cool.
Yeah, it is cool so far. I really like it already. You're doing great, Jeff.
It's got some bops. It's got some bops. It's got some, what else? Some jams, some vibes, some what?
All the good stuff.
Yeah.
It's fire. What? What? That's twice, second time that we said the exact same thing. My goodness. By the way, I should probably copy that link so I could put it in the description. Actually, whatever. I'll do it later. Oh, man. That's so cool. Thank you, Rusty Rod. And now, finally, we've gone through all the casts. And what a cast it is, honestly. We been reacting to a video you have in like 7-8 minutes, sure. All right. Song demos. Cinderella's castle on a hill. I feel like we know the intro to the song, but maybe we don't.
There's a castle on the hill, as the story goes.
Shocking.
And the secrets in the stone across the moon.
Okay, okay.
In the halls, the shadow
I mean, the secret apparently is that there's trolls in the castle.
scream. Are there echoes in the key? Or are there ghosts? Or are there ghosts?
By the way, every time they say there's a castle on the hill, it makes me think of Darkest Dungeon. just being on a hill, and I don't know, and there's secrets inside of it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Through a secret passageway where shadows dance and play.
Okay.
Guided by wonder,
Oh gosh.
guided by wonder. In the realm of fantasy, it's sort of a factory.
By the way, I'm guessing that for these song demos, essentially, Jeff is gonna be the one singing them, since they are just demos, potentially.
For stories that shudder. And who really loves me? Let's go. There's a castle on
The hill as the story goes. Maybe over us from across the moat. Over those walls. I don't know. I get the feeling that isn't an happily ever after in this musical for some reason. Which, considering, you know, some of their best musicals also have not so happy endings, shouldn't be that surprising.
You're starting to wonder. Ooh, you're starting to wonder. I wanna know. A queen and a vanity. A beast and his agony. Is he outnumbered?
A queen and her vanity. What queen? Are they referring to the troll in this? Like, kind of as a queen? Hey, Gas the Cat. Shun. Okay, well, they might not be referring to the troll. I wonder how many, like, fairy tale references I'm missing. Because here's the obvious one, drawing the stone from the sword, you know, King Arthur. Is that a fairy tale? Close enough. It's an English, like, you know, tale, so whatever. Yeah, back when Black Friday hadn't been released, they would share the demo sung by Jeff Blim. Jeff Blim, California is for real to me. Here as the story goes. Okay. Goes across the moat. This singer is really obsessed with this castle. It's just a castle, man. I gotta worship it. Although then again, we don't have a fairy god, so the bridge is coming down. Okay, so this is definitely in the beginning, or maybe this is the part where the trolls leave the castle to go to the ball, to the princess ball. That might be this part. The bridge. Oh gosh, no.
Let's go.
Right, King Arthur's a legend. I don't know why I forgot that word. Thank you for that. I think they said this may possibly be a theme tune to the whole universe for their fairy tale musicals if they make more. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. So more like an opening rather than an actual song in any of the musicals. Okay, that's... And also, they make a universe. Oh my gosh, are we gonna have a a castle like trilogy as well? Okay, a bit like Nightmare Time. That would be really hype, actually. Especially because it just means to me we're gonna get more of this content that I really like. Oh man. Like, I can't get the smile on my face. Cursed Crazy. All right.
Cinderella, Ella, is she down on her luck? Or did witchcraft hang her head low? Towny folks, they won't get close, her hair matted down. And she prefers herself locked in her home. Fresh as a daisy, mysterious ways. Ever since mom and dad left this plane. Start raving lady, reclusive for days.
Okay, so this is definitely a more opening song for the musical. Because we're getting our intro into Cinderella. Probably gonna get a look at... I mean, we know essentially that people think she's crazy because she's like trying to be like, guys, my step-parents, my stepmom, and step-sisters are literally trolls. Man-eating trolls. Look at them. And you see like two mildly unattractive people. Is just like, Cinderella, don't insult your family like that. They said that it could be a universe if people are interested. They are. They have a map as a Kickstarter perk. Right, I saw a map at the very beginning. Is that like of the entire setting? That'd be so cool. It showed bits and hints of other kingdoms in the world. Okay. That's such a vibe. When Jeff described the music, he used the perfect words. I love this like techno. Is it techno? Whatever, in this genre. Radio, it's like a radio song. It's very true. Entire bar. No, don't say that. In public, they wear women's skin, so they actually are pretty attracted to everyone who doesn't know they're trolls. Oh, okay. I mean, them being attractive is fine. I'm mostly just saying they're like mildly unattractive based off of how traditionally in a lot of the stories they are actually unattractive, like ugly and wicked, as they said before. But I guess their ugliness is going to be purely beneath the skin. Which I guess would explain the whole theme with the prince when they mention about the prince being skin deep. I feel like that's probably going to be like a theme in this. About how, you know, appearances and who you are actually are within that. Like, and how important that is. That's what I'm imagining.
Destined to join mother at the stake. Weird and eccentric, completely estranged. Her stepmother must be a saint or cursed crazy. You know you don't wanna know it. When fighting your demons alone, you know you're fucked up, faded. Destiny couldn't be sicker. Whether you want it or not, oh, you are cursed crazy. Deader than me.
Man, this is so good.
Seems lately, just maybe, the outer world is a spell. Cinderella, that chivalry is all
Just the casual shit. Like, I don't know. I don't know why every time they drop an F-bomb, it hits me right in the face. I don't know, every time. That part there that we just passed also sounds like something Sir Hops-a-Lot would say. Not this part, or like the calling her crazy. The chivalry part specifically. That's what that's what I meant. Don't wanna know it. Whether your madness or not. Ooh. Oh. Whether or not you are. Wow. Bedlam is the place. Also, I'm loving these lines. They're so good. We're living a lot of also about the world. You are cursed crazy. So, I guess people are calling her cursed crazy because they either assume that she went mad when, everything burned. Like with their mother getting burned at the stake for being a witch, apparently. Crazy. She probably did the crime of being a woman who knew math. That's what I'm assuming will be the case. And then I guess that's probably why they think she's cursed. Or crazy because she, went literally mad when all that happened. Man, that was... I'm so excited for this musical. Are you going to listen to the other song demos that are out? Yeah, sure. How do I find them? Because these are the only ones I could find here on their channel, that are posted. Someone made a compilation. Oh, perfect. She's cursed to be crazy, I guess. That's what I imagined. Especially because they said the bloodline's thicker, her bloodline is thicker, which I'm guessing is directly connecting her to her mother and father, who's dead, and her mother, who is dead, but also a witch and then burned. Okay, we can find a compilation. Now, before I do that, I did say to a person on Twitch chat that I would watch a video that they sent in. We'll do that real fast. Well, unless it's not a video I can watch. So let me confirm that real quick. I do gotta be careful, with what I watch on the channel. Insane world record, farthest basketball shot. Is that what you want me to see? A basketball shot? This is what you've been... I'm gonna be real, man. I don't really want to watch that. Cinderella Castle. Well, it is an insane world record. Yeah, I guess so. To celebrate 15 years, StarKid and in the streams, they showed some demos for the show. That may come out in the future. Okay. We have a 26-minute video which has all the song demos. We can watch that. You know what? You're right. I promised it. I should have went with my instinct and not watched the video. But it was on YouTube, so I thought it can't be that bad, I guess. Yeah, they interrupted our musical for that. Can you believe that? I do actually. Fastest stream killer world record. We should be fine for now. But this does mean that I have to delete this the VOD on both YouTube and Twitch. Sucks. I mean, it'll be fine. I can re-upload all this just without that. Actually, I should skip ahead, by the way. As fun as this song is. There you go. Hope there's no kids in the audience. Yep, same. Hope there was no kids in the audience. Alright. Step on your grave. Okay. Okay. It's... I'm like trying to think of who is singing. I mean, like character-wise, not who is actually. We know it's Jeff, but I mean like the character. I think Cinderella's singing this. Because now that she's like wishing this, I hope you lose. I hope you suffer. Screw you, actually. It sounds like Cinderella. Ew. Oh gosh, frog guts. Sir Hops a lot won't hold that against her, hopefully. Unfortunately, I don't think lawyers existed in this time. Nothing but defeat. Sweeney Todd vibes here, yeah. You're tripping, my sweet Shelly brave. I wanna walk all over, lose composure, step on stepmother's godforsaken grave. Woo! New gym song, let's go. Actually, that just made me realize I need to make a gym playlist. I've been exercising for like a couple months now. I should make a gym playlist of like all the most hype songs that I could think of. I feel like that would. Oh my gosh, I gotta do that after stream. Recommend some songs. Okay, so Cinderella was a princess, or technically still is, but that path is gone, I guess. So, which makes sense. She lives in a castle, so her father was some form of nobility, and then the trolls took it. Classical music is surprisingly good for workout in my experience. Actually, I can see that. Some classical songs go kind of hard. In the classical sense. Ooh. Oh. Very electric. This seems like the prince. It is the prince. Huh? Then maybe a transition to the trolls, or just the whole thing on the trolls. Yeah. Woo, man, I imagine a lot of lasers with this song. Oh my god, you're so right. Now that you said it. Angela's with this voice, with this track is gonna go hard. Not even an exaggeration. Also, that explains why it's called Facade, because it's the trolls. They skin their suits, they put on the skin. Oh my gosh, the like background of like of himself singing coming from the left ear only, that like threw me off for a moment, but I really like that. I bet the prince is gonna end up falling in love with Maria's troll and get eaten. Maybe. If he doesn't change from his ways, I hope so, yeah. Angela, Lauren, and Marina, a power trio. I know, right? Oh gosh. It seems like this is their classic. Okay, let's look beautiful. Let's find nobility. Let's seduce them with our beauty, and then gulp. And we'll take like their skin too, I guess. Woo. Woo. I love this so much. My gosh. Last forever. The gulp. I'm sorry. Just seemed right.
I'd lay in bed and paint a picture in my mind.
Seems like Cinderella.
Then the next day I take a pen and make it mine. And through the years the canvas might have weathered away.
Ah, real.
But the paint, it still hasn't dried. I've been thinking about this day long as I remember.
I'm like, sorry if I'm like kind of quiet. I'm like trying to visualize in my mind. Where's this going? What is it with all this? Okay. He's probably Ella during the ball. I don't know. I think this might be. This feels more like an I Want song. Ella and two characters haven't been introduced yet, you think? Perhaps. Maybe this is the ball. Orion's belt. Oh, Ella and two characters, what they said on stream? Okay. dreaming about. If this is at the ball, it probably, yeah, Ella probably wouldn't want to leave, considering what she would return to after this. In front of me. I love that, like, echo line. This definitely feels like it's at the ball because, like, you know, day lasting forever. Because when the day does end, the magic fades. So, do you think the entire musical will take place over the course of a day? Like a single day? Maybe. Well, I mean, I'm saying maybe, but that's what I'm thinking possibly. I wonder how they're going to deal with that. Woo! These songs are as good as you'd think they would be. Neon. Black Friday was one day, so it's possible. Yeah, probably. It's certainly possible. I'm just trying to think of if they will go that direction, since it's supposed to be like a journey, and journeys imply more than a single day. You know, are you thinking over the course of a few days to a week? But the Cinderella story is during multiple days. You are right, because a core conceit to the story is that she runs away, and you know, when the magic fades. That is an inciting incident. So yeah, this will probably take over the course of like a couple days to like a week. Is this? This sounds like the introduction to the fairy. The original Cinderella goes to the ball 3 times, doesn't she? I did not know that. I wasn't aware. So if they stick to the original, it's at least 3 days. Also, Neon is at the ball, the duet between Prince and Ella. Interesting. Thank you for informing me. Thank you for giving me all these facts that I would not be able to know on my own. I'm like analyzing the the text, the song. The Fairy Godmother song is coming up. I'm excited for it. Wait, the last day, the prince puts tar on the steps. That's how he gets Cinderella's shoes. It gets stuck and she leaves it behind. I did not know that about the original Cinderella story. All I know is the fact everybody knows, where, you know, she goes around with the shoe and then the sisters cut off part of their feet to fit in the shoe. You know, the part everybody knows about the original. Ever After. Not so plain. Who's singing this?
Is a queen called, will it ever after happily? Will it ever after happily?
Probably not. Because the real world, unlike fairy tales, doesn't just end, it continues.
Like a bird, and I suppose I'm on the right path. All I've known is that if it lightens the load, I know
Oh, hello.
there must be a catch. So what else is attached? When the tide's high, green grows. Is it my time, or was it long ago? Will it ever happen?
If I'm not mistaken, the sisters also go blind because crows attack their eyes. I wouldn't be surprised. That happens a lot in fairy tales, weirdly. Would it be that weird? I don't know.
Will it all turn to dust? Will it
Never ever happily.
everything
Will it ever after happily? Eh. Just don't remember anything about this song. That's fine. I'm like, this seems to be Ella singing clearly and hoping for a better future, I guess. A good ending.
if it spares them from these troubles, then I'll keep stepping the stones that come unnaturally.
It kind of feels like it feels kind of like she's stepping up to go against the trolls, or she's sacrificing herself to save other people. I don't know.
When I was 4, I'd lay in bed and paint a picture.
No, the song it's back. It's the line.
Then the next day, I couldn't wait to use my brush. And through the years, I still remember the picture that I'd paint. It was of everyone that I've lost. I've been thinking about.
Ooh. Ever happily. Will it ever after happily? Happily. Honestly, it's hard to like really comment on any of the songs without much of like. This is getting end of the act energy, of Act 1 energy. True, actually. But it's hard to commentate on the songs too much without any of the without the context, or like a scene or anything. It's hard to think about what it will happen, describe it.
Has living with pain eroded the last of my fears? Am I ready?
All right, we got a couple more. Let's see. What's next? Trappings of Starlight. Ooh. They were giving context in the live stream, but not here. I mean, it makes sense. This is a fan-made video. By the way, this compilation was made by Kara. It's Hatchetfield. So, I don't know if she had other content, but you can check her out if you want. Oh.
I know you're hurting. Oh, I'm hurting too.
Okay. Who's singing this?
You can't see my fury.
Sir Hops a lot.
But I'm furious for you. My gifts seem small, but I give it all.
Okay.
In trappings of
We don't know who sings this. They didn't say that. That felt like Sir Hops a lot.
Starlight, all of the people will get back together now.
Right. Okay.
Sunset and sunrise, fearsome and regal, ashes belie a crown.
This feels like a song that comes right after like a tragedy, something bad.
But my love will be fierce, and your love will be missed.
Oh yeah, no, this is a tragic song.
I know you're worthy.
Guys, I think I was right. I think Sir Hops a lot dies, and Crumb has to step up. Or this is his dying soliloquy. Is that the right way for this? Woo!
My gift seems small.
Let the theory be false, let the theory be false, let the theory be... I'm gifted with the gift of prophecy. Hopefully not. Ooh. Taking the heavy crown will be fierce, or love will be missed. Ooh. Actually, now that I'm like listening to the song and like with my thoughts, I think Crumb is the one singing this song. I think that the Crumb might be singing this song to Sir Hops a lot. My gifts are small, my love will be fierce. One of them is singing about the other. If this theory ends up being true, I'll come back for you for manifesting that it exists. You can't blame me, I'm just the messenger. I'm assuming either Sir Hops a lot or Crumb will die because they're so lovable. StarKids are evil. That's what I thought. Maybe Crumb and Hops a lot both sing "My love will be fierce and your love will be missed" once, and Crumb sings the latter one while Sir Hops dies and he has to set up. Yeah, like a switch between one to the other. I can see that happening. Or a duet. A duet seems appropriate if that's the case. And it does kind of sound like a duet in the headphones. In a heavy crown, love will be fierce. There's harmony, so yeah. Love will be... Except for this one, there isn't harmony. That last one was on its own. Oh.
Lady Ashwatons, all alone at night.
Who's Queen? Is that the Fairy Queen?
In the thick of wild magic.
Oh, this is the Fairy Queen song, okay.
Lady Ashwatton, at the stake in time.
Okay.
For her clan to find a tragic
Ooh.
Take their hold of every soul.
Oh, okay, Cinderella's also singing.
Every throne. The house of Ashmore, no exception, no. A story so old.
Okay.
It's nothing but bones. It all turns to ash and dust to dust, and there's nothing left but a vengeful lust.
By the way, Trapped Under Starlight, if the theory is true, is a John and Joey duet, and I just love that. That would be so... Wait, you know what? The death is worth it. That would be such a good duet. Fire is just... Okay, so vengeance. Get your vengeance, girl. Slay, slay, slay your enemies. It's literally being like, go get your vengeance, girl. What are the gifts? Will you tell us, please? Like a phoenix from the ashes.
Is that how this ends?
Maybe. Okay, so the Fairy Queen has very different intentions in this timeline. I'm guessing she has a connection to the Ashmore family. So now, it's maybe even specifically, she had a connection to Cinderella's mother. And so she's like doing her Fairy duties as godmother to make sure that her godchild can get revenge. Starlight. Interesting. Forgive and forget who? Oh, her parents, I assume. Starlight. That's really interesting. Because I'm sorry, I have to pause. Starlight, the thing which life came from and all will return to. I mean, that's true. Everything that we are, we're all stardust, essentially. You know, the universe was born. There was a lot of nothing. Gas condensed for a long time, turned into stars, combusted. Then those stars exploded, creating most of the materials that exist at the moment. Interesting. So I guess that's the inspiration they're taking with that, and they're making Starlight a thing that you can grant, a craft apparently. Is the ash? Sorry, my goodness. Is the ash aspect a play on the fact that Cinderella is called? I'm gonna butcher this. Aschenputtel in the original Grimm version. Maybe if so, then that really comes together very well. Nick described Fairy Queen as Lady Galadriel in Lord of the Rings when she goes nuts for a second in the Fellowship, but she's like that all the time. Oh gosh, I haven't watched Lord of the Rings, but I get a kind of feeling for what you're saying. Wait. This is probably where the Ash thing came from. Cinderella. Actually, I don't think this is the first time I've seen this connotation for like Cinderella and fire because of the cinder part of and Ella. But I can't think of where I've seen that like combination of stuff before. But it's like tickling something in my brain. I don't know what though. She glows like cinders. Radiant and terrible as I. Like a real fairy, huh? Okay.
Lady Ashwaters, all alone at night.
Alone at night.
In the midst of wild magic.
Wild magic. Interesting. Oh. Sorry, pressed the wrong button. Oh, man. What? I'm so excited for this musical. Oh, I think this musical is gonna be so. This musical is gonna be so good. Cinderella's German name is Aschenputtel, as Cast the Cat say, which words Asch and Pudel, and Asch in English means, I don't know if I'm saying it right. I hope I am. Is ash. Oh, so it's where I saw the connection is probably because it's from the very beginning. It's also, fun fact, in Swedish, Cinderella is called. Guys, you keep giving me words I can't pronounce. Askogen, which means ash child. In Dutch, we call her Assenposte. Yeah. Am I anywhere with these pronunciations, by the way? Like, I think the reasoning most tellings go with is that her name is Ella, but she's constantly covered in cinders and ash from cleaning fireplaces. Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. You're actually not, but the ashen puddle was pretty good. Okay, thank you. I know. Oh my gosh, the puppets have still stolen the show at this point. Without seeing the musical, the puppets are what I'm most excited about. The trolls, just in my mind, imagining how they're gonna move gets me so hyped. I think it's gonna be literally so cool. Yeah, I'm just really excited for this musical now. What? I'm sorry. Wasn't it coming out? Puppets are Henson level. It's gonna be great. I know, right? Does anyone have a? What was the date that it was set that this was gonna come out? I wish I could see it live as well. I am not gonna be able to get a chance to. There you go. Can I find it? Yeah, there's the channel. Let me get the Kickstarter link, by the way. I'm gonna put that in the description on YouTube, just for anyone who feels like backing this wonderful, incredible project. Just saying, it's kind of great and incredible and deserves all your your money. I would, if I had money, I would give my money to this. Also, I don't know if you want to include that in the stream, but a plan that Langs have had for years for a future is to do a pirate-themed musical, and as a reward for the last stream, they released 2 song demos for that. It's almost 4 o'clock where I am. I can't keep going here, but that sounds so good. And the E is pronounced, and the A sounds more like when you scream ah. Just don't actually scream. Osh? Ashe? Is that? I think live performances are going over the summer. No confirmed dates for the YouTube release though. All right. German pronunciation is similar to Spanish, if that helps. That actually probably does help me. I bank on Christmas 2024, January 2025 date on YouTube. I can imagine that. Oh man, what a stream! I'll be honest. I went into the stream being like, I don't know, is there enough content for like a full 2-hour stream? Yes, there is. Oh, that was so good. Okay, let me reel it back in. Whew. Okay. Sorry. Today's Thursday, right? Tomorrow I'm doing Mighty Grandpa. You guys don't care, I know. After Saturday, Minecraft. Monday, Mighty Grandpa. Tuesday, we are going to be reacting to a musical, which I will be putting a poll up for what musical we start watching. I'll do it right after the stream, honestly. If you like fairy tale themes, maybe you could react to Into the Woods. It's a pro shot on YouTube. That sounds really familiar, Into the Woods. It's like it's a really good Soundtime musical. All right. I'll check it out. But what a great stream. I love that. Like always, it was fun. Oh, I could turn on my background music for the outro. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed that immensely. Please on YouTube. It's great. Cinderella's in it too. Okay, sweet. We'll set that up one of these days. It's like a bunch of fairy tales overlapping with each other. There's also a Disney movie, but it's bad in your opinion. Oh man. Whew, okay. I'm like reeling from all of that. The puppets are so good. I'm so obsessed. I'm not gonna get this out of my mind for like forever. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I said that already. I told you all my schedule already. You guys know. We'll be reacting. I'll see you guys Tuesday probably because I know most of you only care about the reaction streams, which is fine. I love them. I am so excited to see you guys then. Remember to vote on YouTube for what we're going to react to next. And like, comment, subscribe, watch the original stuff. I showed it to you, but you can watch it in full 4K without me yapping over it, which, gonna be real with you, sounds like a better experience than this. Yeah. Bye. I'm gonna go eat so much after this. I'm kind of hungry. This is the outro song, doo-doo. This is the outro song, doo-doo. This is the outro. Outro. This is the outro song, doo-doo. This is the outro song. This is the outro song, doo-doo. This is the outro song. This is the outro song, doo-doo. Outro song. Outro song, doo-doo. Bye. 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 The outro song is like one of my favorite parts of the stream. I don't know. I really enjoy doing it. Bye for real now. Bye.